Hey Theatre Addicts, I am Melody Owen. I am here with Beau Hanbridge, co-director, Shelby Satterthwaite.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yes. And Nadia Debogorski.
Perfect.
All right. And they are all part of The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant, which is part of the dramatic work series here at the Vancouver Fringe. And they will be playing at the Van City Culture Club. Now, because this is part of the dramatic work series, the playwright is Rainer Werner Fassbinder, and they are part of the Mid-20s Theatre Society production company here in Vancouver. And we are here to see about their Fringe experience. So we're going to start with Nadia. I hear this is your first Fringe experience.
Yes.
What are you excited about?
What am I excited about? Just to see all of these different theater productions putting on these gorgeous, just performances. It's just really interesting because whenever anyone talks about the Fringe, it's always something very creative, edgy, experimental. So to be able to see that in a place like Vancouver, where a lot of people say that it's film dominating or movies or whatnot, to have something that's so opposite to that is just, I'm excited for it, to be a part of something like that,
Shelby, this is also your first experience.
Yes.
What are you excited about?
I'm excited for a lot of the same reasons as Nadia, honestly. I'm just excited to see what kind of theater people are putting out there, what kind of new ideas people are creating, what kind of old ideas people are bringing back to the stage, works that have already been done before that are being redone in new and different ways. I'm just really excited to be able to be exposed to so many creative people with new ideas.
Excellent. And Beau, this is not your first Fringe.
No.
So tell me about your Fringe experience.
My first ever Fringe experience was with the Calgary Fringe Festival, which happened earlier this August in 2018. I was an actor in a play called The Ultimate Hipster, so I got to partake in my first ever Fringe experience, and it's quite exciting. It's really, really fun, and you get to meet a lot of cool artists and get to see their shows, and all their shows are very, very uncensored and totally innovative and new, and just they mess with the fourth wall and really bring these experiences that you can't really get anywhere else, even in standard theater. It's it's really a special thing.
Excellent.
Excited.
Excellent. Now this is part of the dramatic work series, and as co-director you had a hand in choosing the play. Can you tell us about choosing the play and why this play?
Well, first of all, the dramatic work series is a special program that the cult runs during every Fringe, where they choose 6 specific production companies, and they choose 6 different plays that are published and well-known. Arguably well-known, rather just published. So when it came to the submission process, Mid-20s Theatre went into the main stage lottery, but then we didn't get in, obviously. So we had this backup idea of choosing this play. And for this play, it's kind of very specific because, one, it's originally a German play, and it's never premiered before in Vancouver, arguably never in Canada, so to speak, yet, that I know of. And but even that, it's more just it kind of aligns with the general type of tone of plays that we've been doing in the past, where it's centering around sort of existential angst and themes about trying to find love, or a character going through a personal crisis about trying to find purpose and meaning. And they're fairly young and in their mid-20s, late to early. And Fassbinder as well. He originally started out before he got famous in film, he started out in creating his own theater group called the Antitheater, which ended up doing these sort of original plays in young that were very invigorating and innovative. So we felt we wanted to introduce this work, so to speak. If we couldn't do a complete original, at least we could do an original that's very, very foreign and not familiar to the Canadian demographic. There's so much about it too. You have to come see it to really know exactly what it's all about. There's a lot.
A lot to cover.
You make it sound really exciting.
It is really exciting. Yes.
It
The
is.
Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant.
So Shelby, you auditioned for this.
I did.
So why did you choose to audition, and why did you choose to be part of this production?
Well, I was working with Beau at the time in an original for mid-20s called Molly Misbegotten, and we were talking about the Fringe and how he wanted to submit to the Fringe, and we were talking about this show, and then we ended up watching the movie, and I had never heard of it before, so I didn't really know anything about it, but after watching the film, I just found that the characters in it were so just endlessly interesting. There are so many directions you could go with any of the given characters, and for the character that I auditioned for and ended up getting, Marlena, she never speaks, And I just thought that would be such an interesting challenge and such a hurdle to try and get over, you know, because I have a hard time using my words sometimes. So I just feel like seeing her sort of made me really relate and want to be a part of the thing as a whole. Yeah.
Excellent. Never speaks. This is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, it is, but it's quite fun.
Yeah, excellent. Nadia, same to you. You also auditioned.
Yeah.
And so what made you want to audition for this particular production?
I didn't see the movie because the second I read the script, I fell so in love with the character, and I could already picture every single little thing in my mind, and I related to each and every different character, even though there was characters that didn't say much, or characters that wouldn't stop talking. They were so relatable and so different at the same time. And I mean, they say a voice that doesn't get to be heard very often, and that blew my mind in itself. So I was like, no, I need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up getting the role of Petra von Kant. So yeah,
And she's killing it.
I'm speechless almost, just because like how much this play meant to Fassbender when he first originally wrote it, to how relevant it is to today, is incredible, because it is an old play that got turned into a movie. So the fact that these things are still so relevant is just an ongoing thing. Yeah.
It's timeless.
It's timeless,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Excellent. And while I have you, Nadia, tell me about the rehearsal process.
The
What's
rehearsal
that been like for
process.
you?
it's been fun.
Good answer.
A lot of ups and downs, but I kind of feel like that's the play itself. is There's a
Yeah.
lot of ups and downs, so for the process to be going the same way didn't really surprise me. The cast has been absolutely amazing, and just very open, very caring and safe group of people, so that you can bring these characters to life in, I guess, the proper kind of way, because it really goes to extremes. So you need a safe environment to do that, so that you as an actor don't get hurt, or the people around you kind of are,
Feeling comfortable.
yeah.
Excellent. And Shelby, what's it been like for you?
It's been really fun, honestly. I agree with Nadia in every sense. It's just such a safe space to be able to work and play with things, and getting notes from people that you admire or respect, and working with people that you admire and respect is just really such a great experience. It's been so cool, especially being able to see everybody dive into their characters like they have, because nobody is holding back. It's really incredible to watch everybody just loving their work.
Yeah.
It's great.
Awesome. And as director, what has it been like?
Essentially just emphasizing these two. Mid-20s theater likes to emphasize the actors and place them as priority and their safety. So we have this thing called the Code of Conduct that we set up at the start of every production when we're doing our first read-through, where we go around and we figure out like how we can make the safest and most sort of like resourceful environment possible, so the actors can do their work on their own accord, and with our guidance. It's like a very unrepressive type of production, and so far it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
No
Like
fights,
the play.
right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's very emotional content too, so it's like it's been really intense, like roller coaster wise, getting in and out of the scenes.
Yes.
But then beyond that though, we always like end up on a really good note,
Yeah.
And so can you just give us a quick synopsis of the play?
Well, in the shortest form possible, it's about a young, wealthy fashion designer who falls in love with this cold but icy ingenue girl who aspires to be a model, and it all takes place in her bedroom, and it's 5 acts, and essentially it just you could argue it's like a portrait of a relationship of a couple, but rather just like in Fassbender's crazy eccentric way between are they really a couple though? I don't even like it's a lot of stuff happens, but think of like a fall in and then fall out and then but possibly it's hard to describe, but that's the synopsis.
Excellent.
That was good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Because it's a dramatic works and it's an already published play, there might be people who have seen the movie or seen the play, so I'm going to ask each of you, why should we come see you? I'm really what is like so exciting about it? Shelby, can we start with you?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I think that people should come see the show because I think that it explores power dynamics and gender in a really, really interesting way. I think that the characters are incredibly written, And I think that our actors are doing a really great job of bringing them to life. And I think that it's an experience you can't really get from something that's not this, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Bo?
Well, don't you want to know what the title's all about? Like, doesn't the title already sound interesting enough? Like, The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant?
Why is she crying?
Yeah, why are they bitter? Her name, like, it's quite exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think see the movie first of all because the movie's amazing too, but also see the play because like the little nuances in relation to the film that he changes in relation to the play itself. It's so exciting and interesting. If you're a huge Fassbinder fan, even not so, if you're just a huge fan of like really innovative works that are foreign, multicultural, poetic, intellectual, LGBTQ content, even like themes on love, relationships, sadomasochism, it goes all the way. It's very universal and very beautiful in the end. Yeah.
Should I see the movie first or should I see the play
Ooh.
first?
Come see our show first.
Nadia, what would you say?
I'm going to say for the same reason that I auditioned. The characters are so relatable. It brings you to the ends of the world and back.
Yeah.
No stone left unturned.
Yes.
Oh, that's very well. Yes.
And I mean, like every single actor and every single human being, we go through our own experiences. So we're going to bring something different with the characters from our own interpretations or experiences in life.
Yeah.
So what the actors in the movie have gone through, what other plays have gone through, ours is going to bring
Something
Something new
different.
and original.
Yeah.
And I mean, once again, LGBTQ, sadomasochism, like these things that are brought to life in a normal yet not normal whatsoever way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Shelby.
Thank you.
I'm Melody Owen. Go see The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant, produced by the Mid-20s Theatre Society at Fringe this year. It is playing at the Van City Culture Lab. We will see you there.
Yeah.
See you
we
there.
will. Bye.